Alright, we are live today with the MITS Car class. This is the first time I've actually been to Daytona with this class, despite its 2 years of running. We are going to be doing one pace lap out here, then we'll be going green for a 5-minute long pacing, or 5-minute long qualifying. Has like 4 laps. Pretty short. Alright, well that in mind, yellow flag is out. For the last time, Jennifer, I run the racing series as it is and how we've always ran it. That's going to change. Cars race behind this. She's out far, I think, up to the track. Unfortunately, pit stop in not taking this process. That being said, when we do go green, do not cross those cones. That's it. We'll be not officially once a day, but we are sliding over to the wall. We'll be half the round out in the back of each time. So, once again, when you reach the pit exit, when you're actually doing your laps, do not cross it, or else you're going to follow the lap. There's not technically a corner cut there, because I know how annoying that would be to have, but don't do that. So, you can see the cones just going to close the cones. 5 minutes now starts. And Silver Lumi is yet to leave the pit lane. I think that's a good situation to be in. Anyways, I do not have the ability to clear the core. That's very strange. I thought on the map that's not going to matter. If it's a one after this race is done. As Res 11 makes her debut, and that is in the 85 you see Natsumiku in that car, so there's I think this might be the first time that we've officially seen a car with Tashi on the side. And you can also notice a couple different game sets, the MVs. Now, NBs are not the only car in the field. We have NA still, and a lot of the original cars from last year are still kept. But now Ares has introduced NBs, and that's what you're seeing today. So here comes the first laps out of turn number 4 on the oval, and onto the final turn out through the front stretch. Denfies will be the first person to set a lap time. He's purple on his first sector. Could be a benchmark, but does get beaten out by Res 11. Very closely by only about a tenth of a second, and it's a 1:33.322. That is the marker for quick time set by Res 11 on the debut. And Res 11, of course, has plenty of experience with just NASCAR games in general, so they do tend to know what they're doing. But here's Muffin's actually closing in here on Res 11. Side by side, crossing over, and it looks like Muffins will pass. Meanwhile, Tenafis is the pack lead, so I must remind you guys that the pack lead is the front of the group that determines whether or not we're going to be going an extra lap or not. As Tenafis is loose, and so is Res 11. That's a spin for the two cars. There's another NB, that's Aiden passing on by. So that's two NBs spinning out there. That's going to allow, I believe, Res 11 spun. That's going to allow Muffin to get the pack lead. That's just 10 of 5. If it's not perfect, it's not what he likes. Alright, well here's Muffins coming across the start-finish line. They might go top of the board, and they do go top of the board. It's a 132.537, and we might have enough space for 2 more laps. Depends on how this one goes for them. So it seems like we might actually be running 4 laps. So even if the timer's out, if the leader passes before that period, you will be going to the white flag. So just be aware of that. So Muffins will be leading us off out of the second hairpin on the infield. Back through the motorcycle S's and onto the back straight. Let's see what their time's going to be this time around. We got a lot of lag going on. Of course, the big distance between the two of us could be a factor. Or more likely my bad internet, I'm not going to lie. Alright, well here's Muffins. They are purple once again. And out of oval turn 4 and onto the front stretch to go. They might just about be en route to go another lap. Yes, they are. And here's Muffins coming across the line. We'll go top of the board most likely once again. Yes, they do. It's a 132.497. Silver is yet to get a lap out. That's not going to be good for last year's champion. Meanwhile, up ahead, we are going to go into the white flag. So we're going to turn this board off because we know there's 1 lap to go. So once you cross the line, there's going to be 1 lap to go. Unless you just already crossed it, so then run the white flag. Muffin's now making their way through the infield. And it looks like in the meanwhile, out of nowhere, Mr. Monaco has come up to the top of the board. Mr. Monaco has had a couple of interesting entries as of last weekend with a Stock I4 win. And this is basically, in a lot of ways, MITS Car being practically Stock I4's equivalent for road course racing. So it seems like they might be really good on these lower speed classes. As here's Muffins now through the chicane on the back straight. As Muffins, we'll see the checkers coming out here. We will mark the checker, so once you cross the line, the checkers will be out. Here's Muffin's opportunity. 10 of 5 is purple, though, on his first sector. Muffin does not seem to have a faster sector 1, and they will also not improve. So that puts up behind 10 of 5s to come across the line. And 10 of 5s will not go any quicker. So do a cooldown if you can, folks. And we'll watch this one from the line. You can start from the back. Alright, Jake and Mr. Monaco, you guys are done. We do not see any major improvements. Do a cooldown, please. The next car out, that is Aiden. I don't know, you probably messed a shift up or two. And Turbo's going to pull it in. Alright. If you can line up at the end of the pit lane, once you guys are there, you could also pull in before it. And Jason is going to come across the line. Does not improve. So make sure to do the pull down. We are going to teleport Speedy here. Speedy's going to be in the back of the field. We'll have Silver ahead of Speedy. So, well, you missed out qualifying. So, you have the MBs or the NAs to choose from. So, it's up to you. Just wait for them to come on by for the next time by. So, with that in mind, does he have his own car? You could drive it then. Yeah, it'll be starting from the back. So, as of now, the grid is going to be Mr. Monaco. So, if we could wait for the pit lane to get lined up. So head to the pit lane, please, and cross the line as we're at it. So the leader is going to be Mr. Monaco. Let's stop back here. Stop back here. Over on the line. And if you could also give a car space for the pace car, so like right here, oh, a little back, a little back. All right, so first place is going to be Mr. Monaco. All right, club. Second place is going to be Muffin, so Muffin can line up where I am. We're probably going to be setting things up. It's going to take a couple minutes probably to set things up. So if you're going to need to do something like really quick, you can. But we are going to start at 6 so Res 11, okay. We're lined up good there. We need Aiden up in 5th place, please. Aiden's improved quite a bit. We need more road course guy. Turbo in 6th place. 7th place would be Jake, but that's going to be taken up by Jason. I need Jason up here. Because Jake is our pace car driver. Res 11. Silver's fine where they are. Just wait, let Jason pass. Speeding to the back of the field. So Jason ahead, Silver, where I am. We are lined up. I think I'm going to start removing cars now, so we could get our lag situation figured out, if there is any. With hopes this will kind of help a little. So I'm gonna delete the cars that are not attended to. I don't know if APK is racing, does not seem like so, but he will be scored. Bring out the rest of the cars. If you're not ready, then please jump out of your car, but make sure you're lined up, please. Probably just the dimensions make it look smaller. In fact, actually, probably the fact that it might be taller might make it look a little bit more squished. Proportionally. It could be that. Also, in the actual F1 race going on right now, you would not be surprised. You'd be surprised, actually, totally, with who's leading. That is, of course, Thanks for staying. Yeah, anyways, once you guys are ready, head to your cars. If I see, once everyone is in their cars, we have the sign that we're ready. We're going to be doing 2 pace laps. This is so that we can figure out any timing issues. So, assuming the corner cuts, the corner cut limit for today is going to be 20. It's pretty lenient. 20 race, no negotiations. If you do deliberate cutting, that will be an automatic 5-second time penalty. Yeah, I expect people to kind of cut every lap by accident. I'm gonna be lenient about it. This is MITS car, this is not GTI or Super Indy, so it's valid. Alright, everyone is in their cars. Is there anyone that is not ready? If you're not ready, you're going to want to jump out right now. This is the last call. Jump out of your car. Monica jumps out. Mr. Monica jumps out. Okay, we'll start as soon as you guys get back in. You do not have to jump out. I'm just saying if you're not ready. Please, we're going to get this one started. Those 60 seconds are out. That's just a new timer that the guys have. So if you're not back by then, you can rejoin from the back of the field. I was going to plan on doing a new format for starts, but we're going to still probably manage the load we have, so. It. Alright. Yellow flag is out. Start racing. Okay, do still have 2 laps to get figured out. Pop that time, and then should be able to restart properly. So, let's see that one. Note to self, for future reference, don't eat pasta. Try to race. Doesn't help the grip very well. Make sure to stay behind the car ahead of you. We're doing okay for the most of it. Then we can do some work there, eating. Stick a little bit closer after turbo. Okay. We'll make sure that all the laps are counted properly. Some issues are starting to check these laps. And I am in fact being picked up on stream. That's good news. Hopefully, I can be heard a tiny bit better. So, reminder, when we go green, we are probably going to go on the restart zone, but you're not supposed to pass until you pass the car ahead of you. Basically, if you do that, you could give up the spot, or if you don't give up the spot, then it's going to be a 5-second time penalty after the race. And if you want to give that time up, given this is a road course, we can do it. You can do a drive-through, which is just the speed will be like 60. Just give up time for that. You're going to be going 60 through the pit lane until the yellow mark. Also, if Muffin does get back, they can get their lap back when they lost, but they're going to be starting from the back of the cook. So if you do that, then the time penalty is gone, or upon the next yellow, you can go from the back of the field. So that doesn't make you immune to being a 5-second time penalty again. We do the same exact thing once again. So can we fix ourselves, please, with pacing? Jake, if you could go a little bit faster for a second, give up more space. Just tiny bit more space. Alright. We're gonna, any 10-5s back off from Mr. Monaco. Just everyone here, fix yourselves. Everyone back off. Res 11, get back up a little bit. I think we're doing a little bit better though. Goes a little bit wide, we're going to reset the cuts. Speedy needs to get back going. We're still going to start there. Alright, Jake, increase pace. Everyone else maintain 60 miles an hour. So 60 miles an hour. Maintain the gap with the car ahead of you. I need Turbo to fix that. Lights are black on the racetrack. Remember not to overtake until you cross the start-finish line. No matter the situation, unless like you have evidence that the car ahead of you was braking on the restart, then maybe then, but you gotta show that to me after the race. Alright, hold pace. Green flag. Watching Speedy. Watching Speedy. And we are good on our start. Into turn number 1 is going to be Mr. Monaco ahead of Tenafis. As Res 11 and Tenafis seem to be in a little bit of a battle here. Silver Woomy having made their way up ahead of Jason. Meanwhile, it's going to be between Res 11 and Tenafis potentially, although they do back off for the time being. Muffin is yet to get into the car, so we're going to clear the car out. So unfortunately, they will be scored as a DNS. Pasta spilled. And Tenafis goes wide there. They're going to fall back. As an RP, I'll be asking you about that one after this race is done. Fortunately, there's still plenty of races to go this week. This is, of course, the opening week for Daytona. As Silver Woomy actually pushes by Res 11, showing them what's up as a champion. We are one lap into this, and Silver Woomy has already pushed their way into second place, starting all the way from 7th. They are side by side, going wide around, and here's Tenafis pushing it down the bottom. Silver Woomy crosses back down into the inside as it goes side by side down the front straightaway. And it looks like it's going to be a close one here for the 3rd place spot this time around on the first time by. And it's still side by side. coming up to turn number 1. And it might be approaching Res 11 potentially. So Silver Woomy, unfortunately for them, sat out from qualifying, but does not seem to be going any slower. Quite quickly, in fact, as we see for just a second there, 3 wide action. That is actually might be a bit of closing in here between Silver Woomy and Mr. Monaco. And I think, as you guys are unsurprised, the F1 race going on right now, your winner is Max Verstappen. Oh, 10 of Ice is around! And they're going to keep on going, but that is an unfortunate spin. As question marks make up the chat, it is remarked that the NB appears to be very loose on that corner. Not an issue that I've seen really with the NAs, but definitely an NB issue. There could be some slightly different handling characteristics. I believe Varys did say something remotely about that. So, even though they are BOP'd as much as they can be, something like that might be a significant issue. Of course, this is the first race with the MB car, so there's going to be issues as we go along. In fact, marking such a thing, our leaders are NAs, but what happened to Mr. Monaco? Gets bent loose off of the first turn, and they're going to fall back to 3rd place. Lost a lot of that momentum there on a very critical area to have speed on. And they fall all the way back to the 3rd place. That leads us between Res 11 and, again, last year's champion, Silver Woomy. So that is unfortunate for the Italian, but definitely a preferred situation for Silver to be in. After starting basically from the back, only started just ahead of Speedy XR1, who is currently making the rounds around turn number 4. So, and meanwhile, Res 11 will be making their way through there. As a reminder that the corner cut limit is 20. If you pass that, you'll get a 10-second time penalty. No exceptions, so just be aware. And the only person that's really in any danger right now is Aiden. Yeah, it's about 2 cuts per lap. Speed at turn 1 as well. Maybe. But meanwhile, actually, Res 11 might be closing in that gap between him and Silver. Speed at turn 1 will say OMG, as they appear to have spun out somewhere up ahead. Speed to 1 slowly getting passed by Res 11 and Silver. As I say many times, if you don't like it, you're not being forced to be here. Just don't make your exit taught it. And Silver Woomy gets a little bit loose there coming into the front stretch. How about Res 11? And meanwhile, they also get a good exit. A little bit better there than Silver did. Saw Silver get loose. So I think there could be some sort of thing to say. It might be that the NA might just be a more stable car than the MB. And I know that, you know, they're pretty darn similar cars, but it could be just those little tiny things that just make a difference. They are basically the same car as far as on-track performance, but it's the little things like that that could make a big impact on how you do. Of course, this could also put into driver control, which is a significant factor. You know, these cars, unlike most other cars in SSC, lack a front emergency brake system, which is there, of course, to prevent spins. So that does tend to leave it to the hands of the drivers to keep the cars away. Now, meanwhile, this has not been a great race for Mr. Monaco. In fact, they have Did you disconnect by chance? Is there a car on track that's not supposed to be? We're gonna... I can't really check at the moment. Disconnect. Alright, we're gonna have a yellow flag. It's gonna be a race back here. You will be put back to the lead lap. Not sure how many cuts you had. So we're going to go under caution here, but just keep on going if you are not on, you know, just keep on going. It's going to be a race back here. We are waiting for silver to cross the line. Flag us out, and your race back is going to be going to Silver Rumi. In first place, second place going to go to Res 11. Third place going to be Tanify's. Fourth place, that will be Aiden on his debut race. So, pace cars up ahead. Turbo Stuntman should be coming up afterwards. Jake, could you teleport Mr. Monaco if you see his car? I'm not quite sure where his car is. If you come across it. Here, I'm gonna head on. What happened to you? What was that about? Yeah, can we please stop swerving for a little bit here so we can try to be more organized? No need to yell. Needed about. Just need to find where Mr. Monaco put his car. Very interesting situation. Oh, wait. I found it. I found it. Do we know how many cuts he had? Here, just wait here. Just wait here. Just wait. Just wait. Yeah. I'll add 4 for now. We'll check post-stream. Alright. Let them by, and then you could pass them, or then you could line up in the back and just let people go by. You are still going to be ahead of Speed Hits R1 because Speed Hits R1 was on lap down. Speedy, just head back to the line. Once you reach the line, you can get your lap back. We might restart when there's 3 to go. There's no such. Why do you need to pit? There's no tire wear. Unless you have tire wear. You have tire wear. You can fit your car right now. You can fit your car right now. You don't need to do a pit stop and maintain your position. That's on Eris. I was not aware that that was an issue. So just fit your car and get back to your position. How you fit, you're gonna have to deal with the tire wear for the rest of the race, but you could fit your car and try to deal with what you have. I'm really sorry, that's not, I thought that there wasn't going to be tire wear, so yeah, just fit yourself. And, so Speedy, don't overtake them, just let them back and move your back. Turbo, you didn't need to do a pit stop, you just need to stop your car, get back going. So, if we could have Mr. Monaco stay behind Jason and Jason to move up, but you guys please spread out between Resident 10-5s and Aiden, please. Please stay behind the car ahead of you. Aiden, stay behind the car ahead of you, please. I want to see more space if we could restart this lap and not have to call a red. So if we can't get going this lap, I will call a red so to try to make the start happen. Turbo could get back to the spot they were in, so I need Mr. Monaco to stay behind Jason. So Mr. Monaco, give up your spots. Everyone else pass them. Yes, you need to go back to your spot. I need Mr. Monaco to... 1 second. Mr. Monaco, stop your car. Let Jason by. I don't want to raise my voice. Thank you. You can go back going. You're gonna have to restart from the back as a caution causer. Alright. Well, we are looking better. Jake, move on. Everyone else maintain 60 miles an hour. Do not overtake the car ahead of you. Same restart rules apply. Identifies. Back, you're okay, kind of. Just don't go any closer. Everyone else is looking okay on pacing. As for corner cuts, speed hits are 1. We'll have a 10-second time penalty. They are only lap though. Rez, if you could push up a little. Good pace. Green flag. Watch the jumps. Please now take the car ahead of you. Just go wide if you're overtaking me or something like that. And we are good. No jumps to call. Alright, we have 3 laps here to go. Of course, that is going to be a long 3 laps, but it is 3 laps nonetheless that remain on this race. So Mr. Monaco makes their way by Jason after their unfortunate disconnection. Our pole sitter has had a little bit of a turnaround, but hopefully with the fuel packed up again, they could turn for the better for them. They might be able to even score a podium. Defies and Turbo Stuntman side by side. As Turbo's on fresher tires now, a reminder that we were not supposed to have tire wear, but we apparently did have tire wear as Turbo is loose. They went onto the grass and that just did not help their case at all. So the grass was a big issue there. Meanwhile, Mr. Monaco has picked up a couple of spots. And now is racing there with Tenaflies. They go on the top part of the speedway turn. Turn number 4 from the oval. And Silver is basically gone. There's only into 2 laps to go. As Mr. Monaco is in the podium range. I don't know why the laps are... Oh, that's why... 1 second. That's why. Mr. Monaco currently in 3rd place. Turbo in 4th, so a bit of a turnaround for them both since it's caution. Unfortunate for Res Lemon, this did not go as planned, but again, with a debut race, usually most people I say to just finish the race, so definitely en route to at least have a pretty decent finish coming up if they can come back going. That is another thing to say, as they make their way onto the back straight. And Silver Woomy, our leader, is around. I just saw that. So Silver loses the lead. That's to the benefit of Tenaflies. Now Silver Woomy is a very fast driver. They could just about do the impossible. I don't know. All depends on if these guys spin out or not. So coming into the white flag here. With 1 lap to go in this race. Mr. Monaco, less than a second behind from Tenaflies. Can they turn things around? Can they take back their lead that they had at the start of the race? Can Tenafis hold them off? It is an NA versus NB Miata race, so this is also a battle of generations. And it looks like Mr. Monaco might have gotten a slightly better exit. Now they make their way through the chicane and out of the chicane. And Mr. Monaco is going to get loose. Triple Stuntman is now battling there for the second place spot. With so far a clear track there for Tenafis. I don't have them here on the screen, so I don't know if they spun out or not. They have not. They kept on going. Mr. Monaco has gone too wide. They touched the grass, and that's going to hurt them. Triple Stuntman currently holding off for second place, but here's Silver Woomy for third with them and Mr. Monaco. Overtaking Mr. Monaco there. Meanwhile, Tenafis will hold off the lead as they make their way into the oval. And out of turn number 4 and onto the front stretch they go. Your race winner is making their way potentially here onto the front stretch as Tenafis goes across the line and wins at Daytona. Triple Stuntman's going to be second place, but here it is between Silver Woomy. Very close here. Silver Woomy is going to get third place from Mr. Monaco just at the line. Res 11 is going to cross the line in 5th place. Aiden coming off of the final turn. You guys can do a cool down here. We have a victory lane that will be opened up to Tenafis once we get to there. Also, the quick time of the race is going to be awarded to Silver Woomy. Aiden comes across the line in 6th place. Now, only a couple more cars left on track. That is Jason comes across the line. Speediots are 1, the last car yet to cross the line. They make their way through and spin around. A little bit of stuff there. Let Speedy finish this race here before, if you guys do catch up to him. As for time penalties, the only person with one is Speedy at R1. That's not going to really affect anything. Once we finish this, if you guys can head to the pit lane, we'll let our race winner, Tenafis, make their way up into the victory lane. And here's Speedy coming across the line in 8th place. I think it's safe to assume that Jason is, or that not Jason, that Mr. Monaco is safe from penalties. So we are now done. Can everyone head to the pit lane, please? Do a screenshot of the positions. So Tenafis is, if you can you head into the victory lane? There is a champagne bottle there, I believe, for you, and someone took it, but I don't think that's the case. So that's gonna be yours to take. Here's here's Tenafis into the victory lane. Alright, well, Tenafis here comes across the line, won at Daytona, and I know it's been a bit of an up and down race for you, but it looks like it went up at the end. So how was the car and how are you today?
The car was fine. Completely. I guess it expected what I thought it would be. I believe the issue with the cars spinning out would be partially on the grass custom properties and the hitbox, because I believe just maybe the grass is too close to the asphalt, so it might just collide with it sometimes. I don't know. Either way, the cars are pretty much the same as far as I've tested them. The race was fun, I guess. Lots of up and downs and shit. It's really I have to say 2 things before just finish this. This one was dedicated to someone special, and remember, being a champion doesn't make you good.
Shots are called out there. Alright, well, we're going to talk up to 2nd place. That was We're gonna review that once again. Place was Triple Stuntman. So a bit of a turn around of things. I got to rejoin if I want to hear your chat because I was in free cam. Free cam's kind of broken here, so let me do that if you are speaking or chatting. Gives me the vibes of Danny Hamlin, if you guys know what I'm talking about. I spun out like 4 times, but the restart saved my bacon. I spun out 4 times and the restart saved my career. And now I won't be fired by GGS.
Robo, can you do me a favor and read me?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. What?
Damn.
Champagne bottle is gone. It's over.
Let me no clip myself over. So that being said, I mean that's a solid second place, and honestly, got to give it to you that your tires were in tire wear for some reason, and you still managed to do really well on that restart. So definitely shows you have pace to do well today. I'm always a mechanical problem guy. Damn. As your car's like doing something funky. Alright, well thank you there, Turbo Stuntman. Next up down the line, that was Woomy, so Silver Woomy. Unfortunate incident there, and it's not in the, wait, no they are. Alright, so Silver, couple things. So pre-up and down race today, came all the way up from the back of the field, had a chance at the lead, but things turned a little bit around towards the end of the race. How are you doing?
Well, you know, it was a race incident. Those happen.
Just a racing incident?
Yeah, I got caught off guard at the last 3 corners before the big straight because the escape road from the corners, it clips into the asphalt and it has the same grip as the grass, so it like makes your car slide. And that threw me off, and I didn't really make it through the entire 3 corners as well as I'd want to. And you know, you saw the exit. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
But third is what I have, and I'm happy for it. Good start to the season.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I don't think so.
Thank you. Yeah, he. It looks like he got third according to the board. So. Check the race result real quickly.
The results are different now because we did another lap.
Yeah, but also Mr. Monaco is in 4th, so Mr. Monaco with the 4th place. I'm gonna move you out of the way if that's okay. Thank you there, Silver. There's a little bit of an echo there, but we have Mr. Monaco up next. Finishing 4th place, our pole sitter today. A bit of an up and down day for you, but overall, still a pretty solid finish to start the season off. So, how are you doing? And what are your thoughts about today's race?
It was an unfortunate set of circumstances. First, my cat steps on the keyboard and it pops up some console. I don't know what it was, a menu. Then I disconnect, then have 2 spins. I could have gotten the lead in the last lap, but of course I took a wrong line and I spun. And well, at least I got the first pole of the season. Yeah, so it's not all that bad.
Very much so. With a lot of races left this weekend, there's chances you could come back to get another win.
Yes, I will take redemption in the rocks mods.
Would like to hear. Definitely a race you need redemption in, and it'd be nice to hear that Ferrari engine screaming around in first place, my friend. So thank you there. Anything else? Alright, well, thank you there. Next up down the line, that was Res 11. So Res 11, of course, with the debut race, I believe. They might have had another one, but I'm not quite sure. But
No, this is my first race.
bit of an up and down race for you, I'd say. But
Oh yeah, got thrown into the deep end off of the chicane on the restart lap, and that just ruined the whole race for me.
Yeah. The first half of the race, you looked really, really solid there, and I feel like, you know, you being a new driver, do you think you see yourself as a bit of a threat for the veterans?
I know most of these guys, at least in some form of passing, but I think they all know what I'm capable of. It's up to them to decide.
All right, well, that's good to hear. Hope to see you at Sebring.
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right, we'll take it there. So next down the line, we're gonna move on. Is gonna be Aiden, their debut race here today, and actually looked pretty good on the first half of the race. Things turned a little bit around for the worse. I think he had like a spin or something. So could you bring me through what happened to you? You have rating? I believe you are muted, but I'll do it again. On lap 9, I spun on the backstretch. On the backstretch, coming into I'm out of closer. I don't know quite what that means, but alright. My race is good apart from that, though. Good to hear. Good to hear. I'll be on victory lane soon enough. We'll see. Oh, move this up. That's all I have to say. Alright, well, thank you there, Aiden. Hope to see you later on. I believe you do have a ROTS mod, so of course you could make a ROTS mod entry later on today. I think. I'm not 100% sure. So we'll see about that. So next up we have Jason and Speedy. So Speedy's up next, so this is a bit of a rough race, I think, for Speedy, but overall still a finished race. So taking home in 8th place. Do you have anything to say for this weekend?
My luck today has been terrible. And my whole week has been terrible. I hate my lag. I hate my lag, bro. What the fuck? I just put out 7 times in a row because my game kept freezing. Even though it's not even that laggy. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong with the laptop, bro.
I
just-
believe it's something called having poor hardware.
Okay, well, yes. I'll just agree with Tenafis here. But, I hope next weekend in Rotsmods I don't drive. I hope my game doesn't act like shit.
Sure enough to hear. By the way, your team has actually scored, I think, 1 or 2 podiums in the last weekend, so I think NH Motorsports could be on
I
a good
forgot to
turnaround.
do some updates in the team server.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, I may race on my sister's computer next race. If she allows me to. She's probably not going to allow me because she's probably going to say you have your own computer when she's barely even using hers.
Right,
Which her computer is very better than mine, but unfortunately for the fact that I may have to stop doing a lot of road racing in a couple of leagues because my luck is not working well and my drivers don't show up to some races in some leagues. I get guys that I know can probably show up, but then have something come up last minute and I just don't have the luck when I'm owning a team nor driving. I may have to stop doing road racing in general. I don't know when or how, because it's coming to a point where I may not be able to race anymore due to how poor my laptop is.
Alright, well, we wish you the best of luck with your computer situation there, Speedy.
Honestly, great race today. Glad that Jason got some points. And sorry,
It's for sure.
that is a really shitty voice crack. And thanks.
Alright, well, thank you there, Speedy. It's our one. There's one more person I think to interview, maybe two if they're still in here. No, just one. That is Muffin. Unfortunate for them, they had a decent qualifying run, but Pasta.
Yeah. So, whole situation, how it went down. I just lined up on the pit lane, and I, out of spite, I will admit, jumped out of my car, and then started taking bites out of my pasta. I said, pasta, I think, in the chat. And then I went to put the pasta back down, but it slipped out of my hands. I caught the bowl, but like nearly all the pasta was spilled over my floor, so that's kind of karma on my part.
Let's hope that mistake doesn't get made again. Fucking hell.
Season opener, ruined by pasta.
Yes, it did. I guess.
It was good
I guess
pasta as well.
that's another one. I guess on the SLC iceberg. It's the Muffins pasta incident at Daytona. Damn. All right. Well, we'll see if you show up to any of the other races this weekend. If you're gonna also bring pasta to. That'd be funny.
Yeah. That's it.
Alright, well thank you there, Muffin. We are gonna close this stream up here. Thank you all for coming
Before
out
we
here.
close the stream, I have to say a very specific phrase, right? Wow.
What?
Why Corinthia?
Oh. Alright, well with that being said, there is gonna be the Rotsmob race in a couple of hours. That's gonna be about 3 hours from now. Think it'll be a pretty good debut. We worked really hard to get a good setup on the Rotsmods for the road courses, so they're going to be heavier than these, that's for certain. They're going to be a lot more powerful, blowing by down the front stretch at 190. God knows how fast that's going to be on the screen. So, hope to see you guys there. Now I'm going to go into the little funny off phase where they it's like the off outro. You guys know it.